Hello, welcome here to a brand new episode. I'm your host, Dr. Faith Elizabeth Nanyonga. In today's episode, I'd like to talk about how to plan for your career success. I'm going to share with you my proven ways and tips that have helped me advance my career and to get where I am right now. If this is something that you're interested in, please get yourself comfortable, grab your cup of tea, your headphones, and let's dive into it. This episode is created to help you figure out how to advance your career by having a career action plan. And to do this, I have provided you a free downloadable PDF called The Ultimate Blueprint to Supercharge Your Career. You can access this blueprint from my Instagram page, which is @theframedSolutions, in the link in the bio. You go into the link in the bio and download this free resource. This free resource has 5 actionable steps to supercharge your career. It includes a career development plan, an example that I've used with one of my clients, and also a workbook to help you create your own career action plan. So if you want to grab this resource, go into my Instagram bio @theframedSolutions. You'll see the link, supercharge your career, and download this free resource. And after you've downloaded this free resource, come back and listen to this episode. In this episode, I'm going to take you through the steps you need to take to arrive at getting yourself a career action plan. So without further ado, let's get into it. This episode is dedicated exactly to help you figure out how to answer these questions that are in that ebook. My goal for this episode is to help you answer those questions that are in that ebook and help you come up with an actionable plan that you're going to follow to achieve your career success. To me, the first step in planning out my career success is to know exactly what I want. By knowing exactly what you want, you know your current stand, you know your non-negotiables, and you also know where you want to go. So to do this, first and foremost, you sit down and assess yourself at this current instant in your career. What are your strengths? What are your values? What are your non-negotiables? How do other people describe you? What comes so easily for you to do? And what are your weaknesses? As you sit down, I would suggest that you pull out this ultimate blueprint to supercharge your career so that we go through the questions together and you come up with clear answers on how you need to advance your career. So self-assessment is usually a hard thing for you to do on your own. So I would suggest that you ask for assistance from your mentor, your current boss, your colleagues, and people who know you better. These people might help you figure out your exact strength and things that you excel at. Someone might say, "Oh, Mary, when it comes to arranging functions, you're always on time." Another one might say, "I know that when someone is looking for help, you're always eager to help." So if they give you this information, please write it down and have time to reflect on it. Because with reflection, you will discover those traits that people have kept on mentioning to you. You'll also discover the trends that keep on reoccurring in your career. Let's say if someone is missing and you take up their spot, you're proactive. Let's say when it comes to organizing functions, you're always on time. Let's say you're good at planning, you're good at leading people, you're good at motivation. So all these are strengths that you will need to write down. So now that we've looked at the soft skills, which are motivation, team leading, proactiveness, etc., now let's look at your hard skills. Hard skills are those skills that you acquire from learning, which are quantifiable. Let's say you're good at sales. When you pitch a sales to a person, it converts into $10 million or $10,000. That's your skill. The other thing might be that you're good at writing grants and acquiring funding. The other thing might be that you're good at designing softwares and applications for different clientele that you have. So figure out your hard skills. So the next thing you need to do is to assess your values. What do you value in terms of your career? Is it career progression? Is it work-life balance? Is it expertise and being known for something? Do you value leadership? Write down these things. So after you've done that part, you look at your interests. What are you interested in? And where do you see yourself 5 years from now in terms of your career? write those things down. So in the workbook, there's an example of my client who is Mary. And Mary has been a human resource assistant, but now she sees it fit at this point of her career to grow as a person. Because if you work in a place for 2 years, you're more inclined to get bored or you want to go higher. And one of her main motivation is that she wants to increase her salary. She wants to earn at least 40% more than what she's currently earning. So it's from this that we devise a plan for her. And if you look at the plan, you'll be able to figure out exactly what steps she took to start advancing her career. So after you've assessed yourself, the next thing is to set your goals. So when you set your goals, you're looking at where you see yourself in 3 years. I would say 2 to 3 years, because if you make it so far away, you'll feel daunted by the size of the goal that you have. So let's do it at 2 to 3 years from now. Where do you see yourself? So when setting goals, you should aim for them to be SMART. By SMART, I mean specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So by having SMART goals, they will be easily trackable. That means you could be able to update your career development plan as you achieve and tick off the goals that you have. So now that you've set your goals, the next thing that you need to do is to devise strategies to get to your goals. Strategies are those steps that you're going to take to get to where you see yourself 2 to 3 years from now. You might need to take up training to acquire more skills. You might need to take up more activities and more responsibilities at work. You might need to get yourself a mentor, or you might need to take up a new course, let's say a postgraduate diploma or a master's degree. Whatever strategies you might think that you need to implement, write them down. Hey, I'd like to invite you into my Facebook group. It's called the Frame Solutions Advance Yourself. In that group, I teach every Monday about career development and career growth in terms of productivity, what you need to do to advance your career, how to network like a pro, mentorship, and I give very useful tips every Monday at 9 p.m. Australian East Standard Time. If you're yearning for career development, looking for useful nuggets to move you ahead in your career, this is a place to be. The details on how to join are in the description of this podcast. I can't wait to see you in the group. So after you've devised your strategies, the next thing is to look at your resources. What are you going to use? What are the things that you're going to utilize to achieve this goal? It might be that you need to join a professional course. It might be that you need to join a professional association in your hometown or in your place. It might be that you're going to utilize your mentor. As I already discussed in the previous episode, I showed you exactly how to get a mentor and how to utilize your mentor to your advantage. It might be that you need to subscribe to an online education forum, let's say Skillshare, LinkedIn Learning, or Coursera. It might be that you need to create a group of like-minded people through LinkedIn, or reach out to a group of like-minded people in your profession and discuss ways to advance. It might be YouTube videos or tutorials online to help you master those tips that you're missing. It might be that you are going to talk to your boss and tell them that since you want to improve your leadership skills, they should give you an opportunity to lead one of the projects at work. In case you want to improve your communication skills, you might want to organize a free event every month on Skype or on Zoom and talk to different people about what you do. It might be that you open up an Instagram page where you showcase your expertise and knowledge. It might be that you open up a podcast. Like, these are resources that you could use to your advantage. So figure out exactly what you need to do and let's get moving. So the last bit of it is to have a timeline. A timeline is a given time that you intend to implement your goals. Why I said 1 to 3 years. So you might say the first year, since I see myself as a policy maker in the future and I'm a human resource assistant right now, probably I'll ask my boss to help me with providing me more opportunity to utilize my leadership skills. It might be that in your first year of your goals, you're going to concentrate more on honing your leadership skills and your communication skills through the different resources that we've mentioned and the different strategies that you have. The second year, you might say that, I'll enroll into a postgrad diploma in human resource management. Then in the third year, you're like, I'll have all the skills, so I'll put everything to use and apply for a new job or ask for promotion at work. So you've given each goal a timeline that you want to achieve it. And on your timeline, it's also advisable to break it down into quarterly timelines. Like every 3 months, this is how I'll measure progress. And after those 3 months, you should also break it down into a monthly timeline, because it's like an inverted pyramid. You start from the 3 years, then break it down to a yearly form. Then from a yearly form, you break it down into 3 months. And from 3 months, you break it down into 1 month. Then from 1 month, you break it down into weeks. So I hope this has helped you figure out exactly what you need to do to advance your career. If you need more help, you could book yourself a free complimentary clarity call with me. The link is in the bio of my Instagram page. Again, go on to there and book yourself a free call with me, where I'll be able to help you figure out exactly what you need to do in your career and also see whether we could work together and I help you advance your career. Remember that career development and career action is a personal thing. It's you to take action each and every single day. It's you to take action. No one else is going to advance your career on your behalf. So do whatever you have in your means to see that you stay on track of your career action plan. I hope you've learned something from this episode. And if you have, please rate and review wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe to this podcast. Share it with your family, friends, and those that you think are interested in career development. Also, follow me on the socials, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. The username is The Frame Solutions. I can't wait to speak to you in the next episode. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.